Okay, I've had to have this igniter out of the head, and the igniter's had a repair at some stage, been all brazed up through here. But we freed all this up last weekend. It was stuck from being in the flood, and you can see there's a little striker comes through here, and just it just tags the bottom of that lip and keeps going on its merry way. So it sort of rides up over the top. So what happens is your points here are open, so there's no power being used in those points. But I thought while we're buggering around with it, I'll show you how it works, and I'm just making sure it works myself and having a play. I'm all over the shop with this job, but that's all right. I don't mind. Okay, what we might do first is I've got a wire coming out of the coil. Now, I'll poke that through the hole here. There you go, that's where our power's coming from. Now I could probably, if I earth it out there, I think you can see that. And this is just a standard 12 volt car coil, nothing exciting about that. And I have a tractor battery hooked up, and I've just put power to the coil. So I'm trying to explain it to you here. So when the striker comes forward, it shuts the points, then opens it. See that? So that's what they did before they had spark plugs. Yeah, it shut for a moment and then away it went again. So I'll just make sure it's all earthed out properly. That's on properly. So as the striker come along, it hit that little lever, it shut the points, then opened it, and that was all it took. You could replace these points over time. They would erode away, and I've had engines I've bought and I've had this must have buggered up, and the old farmers put a nail in there, and there's a nail head and bits and pieces. But look, times have changed. Back then you did whatever you needed to. So that's the igniter sparking. I just filmed that. I know I'm all over the shop with this job a bit. I've had to go to town and fiddle around and get scan some of the gaskets and scan there's the top of the carb that I've just cleaned up and getting ready to. But I'm bouncing all over the shop, but that's okay. As long as you find it interesting, that's all right. We're just documenting it, and I'm not fixing tractors today. I'm playing with this old engine. So we know our igniter's good. Now, here's a gasket that I laser cut at work yesterday. And look, perhaps it should go this way. Yeah, that's perfect. You would think the holes are exactly concentric, straight through and all that, but they're just not. So you can see that gasket there lines up perfectly. When we flip him over, you can see the holes out by, say, a millimetre or a 1/16 of an inch up that end. So they weren't exactly even. And I found that yesterday when I had an old head in at work, and I'd scanned it and I'd measured it, and I'd made these gaskets to see if we can slide over the top. So the gasket works. That gasket the old gasket was toast, and I realised that last weekend when I pulled this igniter out and freed it up. So today, with water in it, with water in the engine, I thought I'd just pull that out again, make sure the points are working. I've cleaned it all up nicely. That gasket will go fine.